to achieve bigger things in life, you gotta live simpler. You gotta live more minimal. You gotta lighten up to allow more space and more capacity to create big things. Now let me explain why. If you want to build something new, you have to let go of the old. Very easy. We live in a very physical reality. The boundaries of physical is that everything is limited, right? There is not, there is not limitless amount of space. There is not limitless amount of time. There are not limitless amount of things that you can actually do in a lifetime. It's that simple, right? Doesn't really need to be explained extra. But a lot of us don't really understand it. And so we overwhelm ourselves. We gather too much to do too many things, kind of shotgun, widespread. We have too many physical things around us. We gather things, commitments, objects, furniture, items, files on our computers. Okay? We live in a place where there are a lot of distractions and it's hard to focus on something that we're actually building, on something that we're actually creating, okay? Ideally, in an ideal world, we would want to be able to focus even in an environment with a lot of distractions. But it is something you need to cultivate. It is something you need to develop. It is something that requires some effort to actually achieve a commitment in the first place. And the best place to start it is with minimal distractions. So I'm creating all of this slightly abstract introduction to really encourage you to move out of a big city, start living simpler, own less, have less responsibility, less accountability on the things that don't really matter to you too much. Okay, a lot of us are attached to living in a place that's nice and comfortable and convenient, but maybe it's a little bit of a luxury, and a luxury that we don't really need right now. A luxury that we can't really afford right now, in a sense that the maintenance cost of it is high, that we need to spend a lot of time maybe working and earning money, and we don't have as much time to focus on what we truly care about, right? We just, working for a living, which is a normal thing to do. You work for a living, you get your paycheck, but you're not really passionate about the job. What are you passionate about? How much time can you invest into that? And it's great to start with a couple hours a day, but if you really want to make it happen, you're gonna minimize the amount of distractions. You're gonna limit the amount of stuff that stops you or has the potential to stop you or even just slow you down. Like living in a big city, there are strikes, there are delays, construction work, all sorts of stuff is going on and stopping you and slowing you down and distracting you. People inviting you to party. There's always something going on. The fear of missing out in the big city is extreme because there's always something going on. There's always something amazing or something that can seem amazing. And a lot of people get distracted. Now, some people with unwavering commitment, with extremely strong feeling of purpose, sense of purpose, purposefulness in their action, they don't get distracted. But it's a small percentage of people, okay? Some people have that ability. Maybe they cultivated it at a young age. Maybe they have it in their DNA or whatever else. But it's a small percentage of the population. For majority of people, it's difficult. And that's why you can see, small percentage get very successful. Majority are just really struggling. In the big city, in the big countries, that's kind of the situation. So my invitation to you is to lighten up. So that can be done in two things. Downgrade the place that you live in. If you're in a big house, get to a smaller house or in a room. Or if you're really willing to go for it, crash at a friend's couch or floor or move back in with your parents, which is, for a lot of current modern entrepreneurs, is one of the best business decisions that can be made. Yes, maybe it's not cool. Yes, maybe it's not sexy so much. Yes, maybe you can't bring a girlfriend or whoever, or you'll be too embarrassed to. Which is even better because you can focus more energy on time on something that you're really passionate about. Yes, there is time to party. Yes, there is time to enjoy life. Yes, you don't want to live your parents for the rest of your life. And in fact, if you're somebody who moved out when they were 18 or 20, 16, whatever, and stayed independent for a couple of years, moving back in is going to be a whole different experience because you already matured as a person. You were able to become who you are. And so by downgrading your place, you're removing responsibility for yourself. You have less accountability to worry about your living, and you can focus more on your purpose. And the same goes for letting go of the stuff. Get rid of your stuff. Sell it, give it away, throw it, to create space for new things to come. Okay, keep the basic essentials, and maybe just do one round, okay, and just throw away a couple of items. Just start somewhere. But if you're actually somebody who's ready to let go of a lot of things, then go for it. But if you're struggling to start, just have a look. If there's an organized cupboard or a room in your house that's messy and could use a cleanup and attention, and start there. But ideally, if you really want to break through, reduce yourself what you have to a suitcase, to one room, to a backpack. A lot of very successful people actually really limit the amount of physical things they own. The creator of Ethereum, Vitalik, he has been he doesn't live in one place. He's been a nomad for the last 10 years, right? Or whatever, 9 years. He's been traveling a lot, staying with different people, meeting different people. He's constantly on the go, open to new experiences. He can't accumulate too much physical stuff, right? So that keeps his mind light. He's able to focus on building something so powerful, something so transformational for the world of crypto, but for the world in general, Ethereum, right? Same for Elon Musk. He sold all of his houses, all of his property, and he lives somewhere simply because he knows that it's a big distraction. And he's a wealthy man. He's around other wealthy people. He probably sees how a lot of wealthy and successful people get caught up in the stuff that money offers you, right? And look, we all want to get, people who want to get rich, they want to get rich to enjoy the fruits of life, and that's okay. That's absolutely acceptable. But he wants to go beyond that. He really wants to elevate humanity to a next level, and he can see how a lot of successful people get caught up in that kind of situation where they're just living lavishly and spending a lot and traveling there and trying that thing and trying that food and always kind of caught up and chasing that new high that they're trying to spend their money on. But the high he gets is from being effective in moving humanity towards a new life, a new world, new future. Something that a lot of people didn't really contemplate on before. We've seen it in sci-fi films and kind of thought, oh, that'll be cool. But to actually make it happen takes something. Takes a lot of focus, commitment, dedication. And to create that and to cultivate that and to allow yourself to really stay with that and to bring it into your life. Lighten up. You can start small if that thought overwhelms you, or you can go big and see your life change in just a few months. That's it for today. Have a lovely day. I'll see you next time.